students, welcome back to Diksha Vedantu English for 9th and 10th. I'm your chemistry master teacher Ankita. So today we are going to discuss a very important thing, that is how to score 100% in competency based questions. How to score 100% in competency based questions. First of all, what are these competency based questions? To know more, so please do subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification, and also please do share the videos with your family as well as friends and help us to reach more and more subscribers so that we can reach many students. Yes, so let's get started. And also we do have exam rush at 9 o'clock every single day. So I'm going to give you the strategies and tips to ace your board exam. So this is for CBSE grade 10, and so yes, these are the topics. All chemical formula of class 10, we have already completed that. So how to score 100% in competency based questions, we will be discussing that, and these are all the topics on which I'm going to give you the tips as well as strategies. So please don't miss out on it, turn on the notification and follow for more. And topics in 15 minutes. So some of the students asked me to complete the topics in most important topics under 15 minutes. I'll be doing that as well, so you can check that out. And yes, so what are competency based questions? First of all, so these are designed to assess the student's analytical and problem solving skill, which means that if you mug up, if you by heart, you cannot answer the question. Okay, and critical thinking ability should be there, and you should be able to connect the dots. Okay, so there is this reaction or there is this concept in the first chapter which has repeated in third chapter, so you should be able to connect the dots, and the ability to apply their knowledge in different contexts. This is very important. When you have a clear understanding of the concept, you will be able to score well in competency based questions. Yes, so types of competency-based questions, we have case study question, reasoning and assertion questions, response-based questions, and objective type questions. So we'll be discussing everything one by one and have taken some examples as well. So first one, case study-based questions. This is quite common. If you have solved your previous year question paper, so you will definitely know this. You will definitely come across this, right? So what is calcination? First, we need to read this properly. So without missing a letter, a word, you need to read it properly. Maybe if you cannot comprehend once, it's completely fine. So you can read it twice, okay? And it would have 4 marks or 5 marks of weightage. So read this and then go to the answer. Here, the metals in the middle of the activity series such as iron, zinc, lead, copper, etc. are moderately reactive. These are usually present in sulfides or carbonates in nature. It is easier to obtain a metal from its oxide as compared to its sulfide and carbonates. Therefore, prior to reduction, the metal sulfides and carbonates must be converted into metal oxides. The sulfide ores are converted into oxides by heating strongly in presence of excess air. This process is known as roasting. The carbonate ores are changed into oxides by heating strongly in limited air. This process is known as calcination. The answer for the questions will be in the paragraph itself. You don't have to worry much about it. You just have to read the questions properly. That's it. Okay, so they have asked what is calcination. So the answer is right here. See here, the carbonate ores are changed into oxides by heating strongly in limited supply of air. This process is called calcination. The answer is here. And give a suitable example for the process roasting. So you can take the example of zinc sulfide, which is there in your syllabus, and you can use this. So we'll get, zinc oxide, zinc oxide and sulfur dioxide. Please do write the balanced equation here, okay? And what is the process of converting metal oxide to metal? So what are we going to do? So reduction process will be there, reduction. Okay, and name some other reducing agent which can be used to extract metal from metal oxide. So along with coke, along with hydrogen, so these are reducing agents. So this is where you need to apply your knowledge. So this is not mentioned in the paragraph, this is not mentioned in this, but you need to recall these concepts. So reactive, highly reactive metals like aluminium, calcium can also be used as the reducing agents. Okay, in case of these moderately reactive metals, they can be reduced using these highly reactive metals. So this is called aluminothermy process, thermite reaction. These are examples. And give the complete reaction when manganese dioxide is heated with aluminium powder. So you already have this Mn2O3 reacts with aluminium to give Al2O3 and 2Mn. This is aluminothermy process, and the metal will be in molten state because it is a highly exothermic reaction. Okay, so this is one of the examples of case study based question. Next we have another one. Let's practice. This is for your homework. Please do mention in the comment section. Corrosion is the phenomena of deterioration of surface of metal in presence of air and moisture. So we know what is corrosion. This has come in chapter 1 as well as chapter 3. Okay, chapter 1 chemical reactions and equations. In that we have discussed this under redox reaction. Okay, in chapter 3 metals and non-metals also we have discussed this. Yes, so it is a natural process, and in the presence of a moist atmosphere, chemically active metals get corroded. This is an oxidation reaction. Rusting is a process where iron corrodes due to exposure to the atmosphere. The main circumstance of corrosion occurs with iron because it is a structural material in construction, bridges, buildings, rail transport, ships, etc. They have mentioned the uses of iron. Next, aluminium is also an important structural metal, but even aluminium undergoes oxidation reaction. So, however, aluminium doesn't corrode or oxidize as rapidly as its reactivity suggests. Copper corrodes and forms a basic green carbonate. They have explained about the corrosion of iron, aluminium and copper. This is something that we need to, comprehend here. Then, what is rusting? So, how do we define rusting? The definition here, suggests that rusting is the process where iron corrodes due to exposure to the atmosphere. Okay, you can even mention the word oxidation. Okay, that would give you more credibility. Next, which two metals do not corrode easily? So, aluminium is not going to corrode easily, and also zinc. Okay, even gold, silver, these are not going to corrode easily. Okay, next, write the chemical name of the, yes, silver gets corroded but not as easily as iron. Next, write the chemical name of the compound formed on corrosion of silver. What is it? Silver sulfide. Silver sulfide. So this is not given here. Is this given here? No. So you need to remember, you need to recall the concept here. Okay. Next, so corrosion is dash a redox reaction, a reduction reaction, a displacement reaction, and oxidation reaction. So according to the paragraph that's being given here, it is an oxidation reaction. So option D is the right answer. Corrosion is an oxidation reaction. Okay. Next, so this is question number 2. Oxidation, they have again mentioned the oxidation. Oxidation is a process of gaining of oxygen or losing of hydrogen. Reduction is the process of losing of oxygen or gaining of hydrogen. They have defined oxidation as well as reduction. Okay. The substance which undergoes oxidation is the reducing agent, while the substance which undergoes reduction is known as the oxidizing agent. So we already know that. So oxidation and reduction always takes place together, and these type of reactions are known as redox reactions. So this comes in first chapter, chemical reactions and equations. There are some examples given here. So what are the questions? Let's see. Give 2 examples of oxidation reaction from your everyday life, that is corrosion and rancidity. Okay. Next, among the examples given below, which is also a displacement reaction. So which is an example for displacement reaction? Example 3 is an example for displacement reaction. See here, copper sulfate is reacting with zinc to form copper and zinc sulfate. Okay, so zinc is more reactive than copper. So zinc is displacing copper from copper sulfate solution. Next, name the oxidizing and reducing agents in reaction 2 and 4. Here and here. So which is the oxidizing agent and reducing agent we need to see. So magnesium is forming magnesium oxide. So which is the oxidizing agent here? Oxygen. Okay, oxygen itself. Okay, and in fourth one, so V2O5 is reacting with 5Ca to form 2V plus CaO. So V2O5, what is happening here? It has become 2V, which means that removal of oxygen has happened here. Removal of oxygen is nothing but, what is it? Here it's given, see, reduction. So the oxidizing agent is the one which undergoes reduction. So V2O5. So not the 2 but just the fourth one. Okay. So V2O5 is the, what is it? It is the oxidizing agent. It is the oxidizing agent. Which is the reducing agent here? Calcium is the reducing agent. Calcium is the reducing agent. Okay. It is the reducing agent. So this is just an example for oxidation reaction. So there is no oxidizing agent or reducing agent particularly here. That's why. So out of oxidation and reduction, which reaction takes place at anode? So at anode, always oxidation happens. So this is something that you need to recollect from chapter 3, metals and non-metals. Okay. So in that, we will be discussing about electrolytic reduction, right? Refining. So what is going to happen? So at the anode, oxidation is going to happen. At the cathode, reduction is going to happen. Okay. So next, assertion and reasoning question. This is one of the types of competency-based question. So they will give assertion and reason, and they'll give you 4 different options. So whenever you are solving assertion and reasoning question, please make sure to not look at the options, because options are very, very confusing. How they are going to ask? So assertion is true, reason is true, reason is the correct explanation for assertion. Second option will be assertion is true, reason is true, reason is not the correct explanation for assertion. Third, assertion is true, reason is false. Assertion is false, reason is true. This is the fourth one. So this can be very confusing. What do you need to do? Read the assertion and reason multiple times and you come to the conclusion and then see the options. So assertion here, carbon is the only element that can form large number of compounds. Carbon is tetravalent and shows the properties of catenation. This is also true. This is also true. So both assertion and reason are true here, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. So in order to solve these kind of questions, you need to have a really good understanding of the concept. Next, assertion. The first member of homologous series is methanol. Its third member will be propanol. Is that true? Methanol. So meth means one carbon atom. Second one, ethanol. Third one, propanol in the homologous series. This is true. Next reason, all the members of a homologous series show similar chemical properties. Is that true? Yes, this is also true. But reason is not the correct explanation. Reason is not the correct explanation here. Reason is not the correct explanation for assertion. Okay. Next, third question here. Assertion says the aqueous solutions of glucose and alcohol do not show acidic character. So glucose and alcohol, yes, they do not show acidic character because they are not going to form H plus ions. No H plus ions. Okay. So this is true. What about reason? Aqueous solutions of glucose and alcohol do not give H plus ions. This is also true. So both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Okay, this is the answer. And question number 4 is your homework. Please do the homework in the comment section. Do let me know. I'm going to check that and give you the feedback. Cool. And response based question. What is this response based question? So just like case study, so you'll have options. In case study, you have to read the paragraph and answer the questions. Here they will give you something, they'll give you some information, and they'll give you options. So on immersing an iron nail in copper sulfate solution for a few minutes, you will observe dash. So Fe is made to react with CuSO4. So Fe is more reactive than copper, right? So Fe is going to displace copper from copper sulfate. So what's going to happen? So this will have blue color, and when ferrous sulfate is formed, it will have green color. So no reaction takes place. This is wrong. The color of the solution fades away. Let's see. The surface of iron nails acquires black coating. No. The color of the solution changes to green. This is more precise. Option 4 is the right answer. So whenever you have MCQs or whenever you have options like this, try to use elimination method. Elimination method. So eliminate whichever that seems wrong. Okay, so eliminate the option whichever seems wrong, and you will be having one or two that is left which suits the question. Okay, which seems to be the right answer. Chlorine gas is passed in an aqueous potassium iodide solution to form potassium chloride solution and solid iodine. Identify the reaction. So chlorine gas is passed through potassium iodide, Ki. Okay, so what is happening here? Solid iodine is formed. Identify the type of reaction. Decomposition reaction, double displacement reaction, none of these. This is your homework question. So what is going to happen? So yeah, what type of reaction is this? Is this a decomposition reaction? No, this is definitely not decomposition reaction. I'll eliminate two of the options for you. Next, double displacement reaction. So displacement reaction, here see here, potassium chloride. To form potassium chloride, KCl is going to be formed and I is going to form. Okay, so let me write the balanced equation here. I2 is going to be formed. So what kind of a reaction is this? Is this a displacement, double displacement reaction, or none of these? What is the answer? Let me know. Yes. So this is not a displacement reaction, definitely not. So is this double displacement or none of these? Next. So objective type question. This is quite quite familiar. You are quite familiar with this. So these are MCQs. Objective type questions are also called MCQs. Use elimination method. So the pH of which of the following is more than 7? Gastric juice, vinegar, blood plasma, lemon juice. So you need to know the pH range. pH range varies from 0 to 14. So 0 to 7 means acidic. 7 to 14 means basic. Right? They are asking which of the following is more than 7, which means that it is basic in nature. Gastric juice, it has HCl, so it is highly acidic. Vinegar has acetic acid, so it is also acidic in nature. Blood plasma, so we have eliminated these two. What about these? Lemon juice, it has citric acid or ascorbic acid, so this is also not true, but it is blood plasma. So when you eliminate the options, you will come up with the right answer. Option C is the right answer. Next, this is your homework question. An element's physical and chemical properties are a periodic function of its mass, atomic mass, element behavior, number of electrons, atomic number. So element's physical and chemical properties are periodic function of its dash. What is it? Let me know. Okay. Next, preparation tips. How to prepare for competency-based questions, because examiners, the person who forms your paper, they are going to definitely ask competency-based questions. Approximately 20% will be competency-based questions. So focus on examples. Whenever you are reading a reaction or a phenomena or a process, look for the examples. Focus on the examples. When studying a new concept or theory, focusing on examples helps to illustrate how the concept is applied. Examples make abstract ideas more concrete. It will make your knowledge very solid, okay? So very strong and easier to grasp. Reading your textbook is also very, very important. So most of us try to ignore textbook. We buy every possible book that's available in the market and start reading it. But mind you, NCERT, this is very, very, very important. Pay attention to the side notes, examples, annotations provided in the textbook. Do not leave any topic from the textbook. Okay? If somebody says, okay, this is not the topic, this is not going to come to the exam, no, don't listen to them. Only if it's official, listen to them. Otherwise, so reading entire textbook is very, very important. So like this, for example, here we have anodizing. Anodizing is a very important concept. You cannot skip this just because it's in a box. Okay. Here also aquaregia. They would ask you for 1 mark question, right? Or 2 marks question. You cannot possibly skip this just because this is in a box. Okay. And yes, other preparation tips for case study based questions. Look for the clues. Okay, underline in pencil. So focus on the context of the question, what they are looking for. So what are the type of questions that they have asked? Look for that and relate the questions to broader topics. Relate your knowledge. Relate the paragraph that's already given to your knowledge and vice versa. And for objective type of questions, use elimination method. I'm telling you again and again, this is very, very useful. Not just for board exams, but even if you take competitive exams someday in the future. So this is very important. Elimination method. Narrow down the choices. If you are unsure, try eliminating as many options as possible. And so practice regularly. This is very important. Mock test. Take as many mock tests as possible. Do attend the live classes, quizzes, and practice test. Time management is of immense importance. You will only have 3 hours. 3 hours to read the questions, to analyze the question, and to write the answers. Okay, you will have 3 hours. So focus on time management. So this is all about competency-based questions. I hope this helps. So please do subscribe to the channel Diksha Vedantu English for 9th and 10th for more tips and strategies. Thank you so much for watching.